Right now at 5, La Crosse County Board meeting tonight. Our own JD's McGee is live with the new post-election leadership.
And the fragile U.S.-Iran ceasefire deadline is extended. The latest on the negotiations.
Streaming 24/7 on the News 8 Plus app. You're watching News 8 Now at 5.
Good evening, and thank you for joining us for News 8 Now at 5. I'm Emily Brown.
And I'm Ken Kozarowski. A man has been found guilty for kidnapping an elderly La Crosse man.
In court today, Caleb Crocker was found guilty of 1 count of kidnapping. The remaining charges were dropped. Police say Crocker and 2 others beat, robbed, and locked an elderly man in his basement last November. Crocker will spend 12 years in prison, followed by 6 years of extended supervision. Co-defendant Kaylin Cave was sentenced to probation, while Kyle Wedekind faces a motion hearing in June.
La Crosse County officials are asking for your help finding a missing person who they say may be experiencing a mental health crisis. 45-year-old Stanley Howe has been missing since this weekend. He is 6 feet tall, 240 pounds, and was last seen wearing a long-sleeved blue shirt. The La Crosse County Sheriff's Office is seeking 20 to 30 volunteers to search for Howe tomorrow morning. They will meet at the Shelby Fire Department at 8:30 a.m. They say to dress appropriately for a wooded environment. We now know what 2 newly consolidated La Crosse elementary schools will be called. The school board voting unanimously last night. Hogan Elementary will combine Emerson and Spence, while State Road Elementary is being renamed Pamel Creek, taking in the students from Hinchin. The consolidation, part of the 2024 referendum that addressed declining enrollment. The old schools close when the new ones open next school year. The ripple effect from the war with Iran is being felt in the farm fields of Minnesota and Wisconsin. Farm diesel prices have gone up 46% since the war started, plus rising fertilizer prices.
John Lortson says met with some farmers choosing to sit out the season because of growing expenses.
It's very dry for April 20th. We have great field conditions, dry soils, the frost is out of the ground.
For Ryan Mockentune, getting off to a good start is key to getting good yields. Today, it's all about planting corn in McLeod County, despite challenges ranging from high fertilizer and fuel costs to trade wars and tariffs.
As a farmer, I'm optimistic that eventually we're going to have a market that will support farming.
It's a very high stress time.
Steve Zank shares Mockentune's optimism, but with a volatile market, the Farm Advocate is noticing a trend. More farmers leasing out their property instead of farming it themselves.
The neighbor will pay me $300 an acre and I can just take the year off. I mean, yeah, it's a very particular set of criteria for you to be able to do that.
Zink says it's become an option for older farmers who've owned their land for decades and don't believe they can make a profit farming this year.
Working with finances on a daily basis, Zink says it boils down to sheer numbers. Right now, he foresees some farmers spending up to $1,000 to plant an acre of corn, but getting a return of $800, a net loss. While that's not the case everywhere, Zink knows many Minnesota farms are struggling to make a profit.
I'm happy if I can get them to break even. We will get better at this and we'll get through this. And we have many times before, and then things will get better again.
In McLeod County, John Lortson, WCCO News.
Singh says he's also seeing similar cases with cattle. Some ranchers are choosing not to buy cattle and leave their feedlots empty for now.
U.S. Veteran Affairs Deputy Secretary Paul Lawrence making a stop in Tomah today.
Lawrence visited the Tomah VA Medical Center to meet with staff about the new federal electronic health record system. The new system is designed to help properly track a veteran's complete medical history across facilities, ensuring there are no gaps in records and keeping patients' information accurate.
Veterans, you'll have a better experience. We won't ask you your history over and over again. We'll have your information from the military, and we won't make you do the same tests over and over again. You'll have a better experience with us.
The new federal EHR will be implemented in January of 2027.
La Crosse County's new Board of Supervisors meeting tonight for the first time.
News 8 Now's JD's McGee joins us live with what's on the agenda. JD's.
Yeah, newly elected board members will be sworn in tonight. The meeting is happening at the Administrative Center on 6th Street. Members elected earlier this month are expected to be sworn in by Judge Scott Horn. The board will also hold elections for leadership positions, including chair, first vice chair, and second vice chair. Current leaders of those positions could be re-elected or replaced. Now, that meeting is set to start tonight at 6, and we will have those updates throughout the night. Reporting in La Crosse, JD McGee, News 8 Now.
All right. Thank you, JDS. And this was the weather today that put a pep in your step. Lots of people out walking, enjoying the sun, soaking it all up, Greg.
Yeah, it's a nice start to the week, and it's a fairly calm start to the week, too, and that's the good news, too, also. But, yeah, a lot of areas got an upper 70s, near 80, which is well above average. Dry out there, too. Fairly low humidity right now, but overall still seeing a lot of upper 70s and 80s with a light wind, west wind, depending on location, but all in all, fairly quiet. There's your relative humidity. It's quite dry out there. There's a little bit of a fire weather issue as you go further west, but all in all, still quite dry. So it is quite nice out there with the humidity much lower than we saw even last week. For this evening, really nothing to complain about. 62 as we get further in the night with light wind, so pleasant evening, not a cloud in the sky either. And similar for Eau Claire, back to 58 with some light winds. Now, we did have a cold front kind of come through, but there's not much really difference between what we're going to see today and what we're going to see tomorrow. In fact, it's going to be as warm tomorrow as we saw today. We'll track out when we see the next shower and thunderstorm chance for later on and what the next weekend has in store, too, a bit later in the broadcast.
Sounds like a plan. Thanks, Greg. And a reminder, you can always track weather on your block by downloading our First Warn weather app.
The Western Technical College plant sale is tomorrow. Check out houseplants, vegetables, herbs, flowers, and more tomorrow from 9 to 5 at the Horticulture Education Center. Garden decor made by the Western Welding Club will also be for sale.
All the money that we get from this goes into the Horticulture Club here at Western, and we kind of just use it for the next year students to go on club trips and events.
New this year, there will be free bare root trees and shrubs from Tree Campus USA and the Arbor Day Foundation, plus a build-your-own flower basket.
Well, the School District of La Crosse is bringing more music, movement, and joy into early learning, one ukulele at a time. At today's Music with Minis development experience, School District 4K preschool teachers learned basic ukulele skills to pass on to students. Educators say music supports motor skills and social-emotional growth, making it the perfect conduit for learning communication.
I think it brings it back to what pre-K is normally about, right? We're singing songs during transitions, everything we're doing, so making us feel comfortable about how we can use music in our classroom and bring back those fundamental pieces. So.
And around 20 teachers were given ukuleles to take back to their classrooms for the school year.
A local author is helping people with disabilities find their voice through writing. More than 40 active participants gathered for a creative writing workshop today, led by local author Amanda Zyba. They worked through exercises and story ideas to build confidence and self-expression.
I hope that they realize that they all have a story to tell, and if they want to put it on paper, they're absolutely capable of doing that, and that it's a worthy task, and that it's fun.
Organizers say workshops like this build more than writing skills. They help participants find their voice and advocate for themselves.
Still ahead, tough questions on Capitol Hill for President Trump's pick to lead the Federal Reserve today. We'll have more on the hearing for nominee Kevin Warsh after the break.
Plus, the deadline for the ceasefire has just been extended. We'll have the latest on the potential peace talks.
Tomorrow on News 8 Now this morning, a look around the world at travel sustainability on Earth Day. Plus, Art has some more warm weather for us. We'll see you starting at 5 a.m.
It's hot and your air conditioner quits. Now what? With Amana's 99-year unit warranty, you never have to worry. Flox Heating and Air Conditioning is here when you need us. Call Flox Heating and Air Conditioning today and keep cool this summer.
Starting a remodel, clean out, or big move? At Two Guys and a Dumpster, our residential dumpsters make cleanup easy. Just toss it all in and we'll handle the rest. Affordable, convenient, stress-free. Call 608-79-JUNK or book online at twoguysandadumpster.com.
For over 30 years, Kitchen Solvers has been helping homeowners bring their dream kitchens to life. Want a fresh look without a full remodel? Cabinet Refacing transforms your space quickly and beautifully. Or start from scratch. We meet in your home, design in our showroom, and handle every detail. From custom cabinetry made here in La Crosse to full installation. We're known for our communication and craftsmanship and attention to detail.
Don't just take our word for it. Check our 5-star reviews from our happy customers. Kitchen Solvers, your kitchen, your way. Call us today for a free consultation.
Still dealing with moderate to severe ulcerative colitis or Crohn's disease symptoms despite treatment?
Then you know there could be unpredictability. workarounds, and avoiding.
It was time to make a change.
I changed. I changed too.
A doctor recommended Rinvoq, a once daily pill.
I got rapid symptom relief at 2 weeks. Check. Rinvoq helped visibly repair my intestinal lining. Check.
I got lasting remission, meaning few to no symptoms. Check.
Rinvoq can lower ability to fight infections. Before treatment, test for TB and do blood work. Serious infections, blood clots, some fatal. Cancers including lymphoma and skin. Serious allergic reactions, GI tears, death, heart attack, and stroke occurred. CV event risk increases in age 50+ with a heart disease risk factor. Tell your doctor if you've had these events, infection, Hep B or C, smoked, are pregnant or planning. Don't take if allergic or have an infection.
Put UC and Crohn's in check and keep them there with Rinvoq.
Ask your gastroenterologist about Rinvoq.
At Midwest Roll-Off, we've got your commercial cleanup covered. Finished a construction project? Remodeling your facility? Count on reliable, efficient roll-off dumpster service every time. Big job or small, we haul it away safely and hassle-free. Contact Midwest Roll-Off today.
Do you want to hear something really cool? This is the Amana S Series. Cool and efficient on the inside, quiet on the outside. Enjoy your outdoor space. Contact Flox Heating and Air Conditioning today.
Peace talks for a long-term end to the fighting between the U.S. and Iran are still not confirmed, though President Trump just announced the temporary ceasefire will be extended.
Natalie Brand is in Washington, D.C. with the tough talk coming from both sides.
President Trump says he's extending the ceasefire with Iran. In a new social media post, he says Pakistan has asked him to hold off attacking Iran until their leaders can come up with a unified proposal.
I want to make a good deal. I'm not going to be rushed. I have all the time in the world. I want to make not a good deal. I want to make a great deal.
The new statement comes as Iran's regime, as of Tuesday afternoon, still had not committed to a second round of in-person talks in Pakistan. Iran's judiciary chief acknowledged negotiations may fail and warned the probability of attacks from the U.S. is high. President Trump says Iran has no choice but to come to the table, warning the next round of bombings would be devastating to the country. Retired Colonel Mark Kansian is with the Center for Strategic and International Studies.
The Iranians have shown that they're willing to endure whatever the United States is doing in terms of bombing. So it might not get the effect that the president is looking for.
A third aircraft carrier is now on its way to the Middle East to join around 50,000 U.S. forces already deployed. Natalie Brand, CBS News, the White House.
Iran has also said it will retaliate for the seizure of an Iranian tanker near the Strait of Hormuz. President Trump's pick to replace outgoing Fed Chair Jerome Powell faced tough questions on Capitol Hill today.
Now, senators on the Banking Committee grilled nominee Kevin Warsh, including whether under his tenure the Fed could remain independent. President Trump's pick to lead the Federal Reserve was also pressed about the transparency of his own finances. Inflation stubbornly remains above the Fed's 2% target, while the war with Iran has pushed up gas prices. But Warsh said the Fed needs to change how it evaluates inflation.
A survey of 1 billion prices. And what I'm really most interested, Senator, is what's the change of that 500 millionth and one price? Because that's inflation. That's a change in the generalized level.
Once he clears the committee, the full Senate would have to vote on his confirmation.
A gunman opened fire at the Teotihuacan pyramids in Mexico Monday, killing a Canadian tourist and injuring 13 others, including 6 Americans. Video shows the shooter firing at tourists before taking his own life. Visitors fled down the pyramid stairs, seeking safety at the World Heritage Site north of Mexico City.
I just want to look for cover. Like, as long as I'm outside of the sight of gunfire, like outside of a gunman's sight, that's going to be the best defense that we can have.
Magadini and his friends were able to safely escape. The pyramids are closed today. We'll have more news ahead.
But first.
Yeah, the spring warmth continues this week too, but we do have more showers and thunderstorms on the way. We'll track those out and show you what the weekend has in state too. That all coming up on your First Warn Weather Update after the break.
All the best mattresses are under one roof at PM Sleep Center. Tempur-Pedic, Beautyrest Black, Stearns & Foster, Sealy Posturepedic, and Serta Eye Comfort. Your best night's sleep starts at PM Sleep Center, giving lacrosse a good night's sleep for over 30 years.
Spring is here, and April showers bring
Nasty, dirty, clogged, leaking, mosquito breeding gutters. Hi, Andrew Larson here with Larson Home Services and Gutter Shutter Gutters, Wisconsin's largest, most durable, clog-free gutter system. Get back to the things that you really enjoy. Hunting, fishing, golfing, boating, being with family and friends, or just playing with your dog. Go get it. Remember, when you think gutters, think Larson Home Services.
The Meats family has finally gained a member. Meet Applewood Smoked Ham. Smoked is their middle name. 2 for $7 ham and Swiss melts. Arby's, we have the meats.
When a migraine strikes and I've taken a triptan, side effects like dizziness can throw me off. Ugh, migraine again. Ubrelvy works differently. It keeps me in rhythm, quickly stopping migraine pain within 2 hours. And some have pain relief that lasts all day. So I can handle whatever the day may throw at me. Don't take if allergic or with strong CYP3A4 inhibitors. Tell your doctor all medicines you take. Report increased blood pressure or color changes, pain, or numbness in fingers or toes. Get help right away for allergic reactions like trouble breathing, face, mouth, tongue, or throat swelling, which may occur days after use. Ask your doctor how you can stop migraine attacks and stay in rhythm with Ubrelvy.
We really care about our employees and their families, and then also the community as a whole.
We have a lot of really, really good employees. It's like a family around here.
The customer is always number one. That's always our goal, to get them running.
Having Carrier as their main product, with the support that they give us, the commitment to their product, to our people, is outstanding.
From the first call that you make, we'll take care of you every step of the way.
And air conditioning, your comfort is our business.
All the best mattresses are under one roof at PM Sleep Center. Tempur-Pedic, Beautyrest Black, Stearns & Foster, Sealy Posturepedic, and Serta iComfort. Your best night's sleep starts at PM Sleep Center, giving lacrosse a good night's sleep for over 30 years.
Meeting you locally where you are online. Join the conversation. Like us on Facebook.
Yeah, we have the spring warmth that's continued here. Well, actually, summer-like warmth, upper 70s, even low 80s, but fairly dry, too, not like the dew points that we saw last week. So that's at least a positive note on what we're seeing. But we are going to see a little bit of a change here later in the week with another front coming through. But for severe weather threat, I'll get into that in a second, it's pretty minimum. So that's the good news, too. So overall, a lot of 70s near 80s. If we kind of zoom out across the whole U.S. here, you can see out to the west, they're starting to get a little cooler. We're going to start warming back up overall for the next few days, a lot of 70s and 80s, and then we'll see some cooler conditions too. Most of the cold air, some of that what we saw the weekend is now off to the northeast too, so quite chilly, but we're not going to see any of that. So really, kind of look at the big picture, temperature-wise, 3D type look. We're going to see a little push of warmer air ahead of a system that'll come through, the one I mentioned by Thursday. It comes through probably Thursday night into early Friday, so we'll cool down. But the good news is we're not going to see the type of air mass we saw last weekend going into late Friday into the weekend. It's more kind of seasonable, so kind of back into the upper 50s, low 60s behind that front. Fairly dry too, and then we'll see another system come by Sunday night into Monday. You see kind of the difference right there, and the wind's kind of coming up from the southwest. That'll come through probably Monday night into Tuesday, give us some rain chances once again, and another push of cooler air. But by the time we get to the middle of next week, we're talking upper 50s, low 60s, which is a little bit below average, but nothing like we saw this past weekend. So that's kind of what we're looking at for the next 7 days. So fairly quiet. We do have opportunities for precipitation, but the severe threat over the next 7 days is still quite low. Tomorrow, probably a lot more 80s. Even though we had a little bit of a weak cold front come through, it's not going to change, but dry conditions still. Dew points would be fairly low too in the afternoon time frame. If we go into Saturday, excuse me, if I can talk right there, warm conditions going into Thursday, probably upper 50s near 60. The front comes through Thursday. At some point, cloud cover increases. Temperatures as you go further east, you might see 80 again. Further west you go, the cloud cover is probably going to get there a little bit sooner, so more low to mid 70s, still warm. The rain chance increases towards the late afternoon, but really I think a lot of areas will stay dry until we get to maybe sunset with the front approaching. If we time it out, like I said, most of the areas west of the river might see some precipitation as we get closer to the afternoon or evening, but east, Probably not seeing anything till well after sunset. You see some stuff. Some showers are trying to develop. It's going to be fairly dry, so we'll have to wait to see if this reaches the ground. But eventually, as it gets closer, you'll start seeing some showers and thunderstorms developing right here as the front begins to lift across the area. That's when we'll see it. It'll continue probably through Friday morning. You can see kind of the wraparound there going on. So showers will linger through at least Friday morning, maybe into the early afternoon, and that's about it. As I said, the severe threat is in the minimum. It's really to the west. We got a marginal, which means if you look at the big picture, you might see some pea-sized hail with some of the storms, and we might see some gust winds, but as of right now, nothing like we saw last weekend. In fact, it's probably pretty low that we might not see anything. So that's kind of what we're looking at. As you look at the weekend overall, we're going to kind of cool back down a little bit, but not too bad. Sunday looks the warmest day, and then we have that next chance of rain coming through Sunday night through Monday night with that next system, followed by cooler conditions. But once again, these drop in temperatures are nothing like we saw last weekend, the weekend we just saw, when we saw like 30s and 40s, and snow actually Sunday morning too for some areas. So the good news, we don't see that, and the severe threat for the next 7 to 8 days is fairly low too, nothing like we saw. So we could use the break for both sides.
I know you could definitely use the break for sure.
So I'm happy with the forecast.
We need a happy, calm, warm Earth Day tomorrow for you. Yeah.
Thanks, Greg. Well, still ahead, it has been 10 years since the death of music superstar Prince.
How Paisley Park is honoring his legacy today after the break.
Proper installation of your new windows make a difference. The team at Clear Choice Window and Home Solutions are factory trained to make sure your windows are installed to last. Call or stop into the showroom for your free estimate.
The Rainaway team has been protecting homes' exteriors in the La Crosse area for over 30 years. With decades of experience under our tool belts, you can rely on Rainaway for top quality, reliable service. Rainaway roofing, siding, gutters, and more.
Unleash your dog's potential at Top Dog Retreat in West Salem. Our expert trainer makes learning fun and effective, including a wide range of enrichment activities to get your dog's tail wagging. Book your session today. Top Dog Retreat, a bark above the rest.
I'm Tom Tiffany. Democrats say I'm too cliche. Well, I did grow up milking cows on a Wisconsin dairy farm. My mom quilts.
Hi.
I've been a dam tender, a boat captain, and a girl dad with perfect attendance at 20 Nutcrackers. I love the Packers, Brewers, Badgers, Old Fashions, everything Wisconsin, except Madison politics. I'm running for governor to cut taxes and red tape, stop Wall Street from buying our homes and big data from bulldozing our farmland. Cliche? You betcha.
Get everything you need to start your spring off right. Plus, get an 11% rebate with Menards Garden Center. Choose from our wide selection of colorful flowers, lush trees and shrubs, and everything in between. Plus, pick up seeds, tools, and decor to keep your garden green and growing. Stop in to the Menards Garden Center today and spring into big savings. Find these fresh deals and more and get an 11% rebate at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
Make your pup look and feel their best at Top Dog Retreat in West Salem. Fresh, clean, and oh so soft. They'll strut out looking top dog. Book your grooming appointment today at booktopdog.com. Top Dog Retreat, a bark above the rest.
At Rainaway, our siding protects, beautifies, and withstands Wisconsin's changing climate with minimal upkeep. Whether you want a classic farmhouse look or modern design, our local team works with you on budget, materials, and style. Contact us today. Rainaway Roofing, Siding, Gutters, and more.
Get the day's news in your inbox. Email newsletters from News 8 Now. Sign up today. Go to news8000.com/newsletters to get started.
Thank you for watching News 8 Now. Expect more.
Well, 10 years ago today, the world lost Prince.
Paisley Park marking the anniversary with a day to remember, a daytime vigil at the museum, plus a nighttime tour and concert movie screening tonight. And for fans, a surprise, an unreleased 1991 recording called With This Tear, dropped on the official Prince YouTube page today.
Okay, well, quite a tribute indeed. I guess I'll have to look up that unreleased record right there.
Yeah, great way to commemorate him. We're kind of wearing purple rain.
Yeah, I hadn't thought about the 10-year anniversary, but a happy accident, I suppose.
Yep. All right, play your favorite Prince song tonight.
There you go.
All right, Greg has a final look at your forecast right after this.
Starting a remodel, clean out, or big move? At Two Guys in a Dumpster, our residential dumpsters make cleanup easy. Just toss it all in and we'll handle the rest. Affordable, convenient, stress-free. Call 608-79-JUNK or book online at twoguysinAdumpster.com.
At Blaine's Farm and Fleet, we see you out there coming up with original ideas, and we support that, which is why when your project needs some elevation, we have what you need to make it happen at prices that make it possible. Right now, during our battery-powered tool sale, save $400 on this new Ego battery-powered lawn tractor. Plus, rewards members get a free $10 Blaine's gift card with an $80 estate fertilizer purchase. Find the value you need to do things your way. Blaine's Farm and Fleet. Be an original.
My moderate to severe plaque psoriasis held me back, but now I'm all in with clearer skin, thanks to Skyrizi.
Most people achieved clearer skin from head to toe. Many were 100% plaque-free. And many were completely clear, even at 5 years.
People also saw significant improvement in pain, redness, itching, and burning.
Don't use if allergic. Serious allergic reactions, increased infections, or lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, get checked for infections and TB. Tell your doctor about any flu-like symptoms or vaccines.
Nothing and me go hand in hand. Nothing on my skin fits my new plan. Nothing is everything. Ask your doctor about Skyrizi, the #1 dermatologist prescribed biologic in psoriasis. Learn how AbbVie could help you save.
I'm standing here at the warehouse this morning where some 30 to 40 installers depart every morning. You've been thinking about new windows. I've been thinking about new windows for over 40 years. And my promise to you is that these fine installers that leave here every morning install the finest windows available in the market today. Expert installation, always at a good value. If you're looking for new replacement windows, today would be a great day to reach out to the board store and set up a prompt free estimate.
At Midwest Roll-Off, we've got your commercial cleanup covered. Finished a construction project? Remodeling your facility? Count on reliable, efficient roll-off dumpster service every time. Big job or small, we haul it away safely and hassle-free. Contact Midwest Roll-Off today.
Well, feel like summer tomorrow, but temperatures in the low 80s. It will be dry, so we don't have that high dew point we had like last weekend. So there could be a little bit of a fire issue going on, but winds will be light. Otherwise, the next rain chance comes in. We got Thursday night and Friday, not a severe risk. That's what we're doing.
All right, enjoy tomorrow.
Enjoy tonight. Have a good night.